Hello and welcome to my video on the 75305 Scout Trooper helmet. So this was leaked yesterday, the rest of the April wave, and I'll be doing an in-depth on all those in other videos. And subscribe so you don't miss like future ones of these. So I will go through this set starting off with the box art, and it's pretty good. I like the way they do this with the black and then just a couple fades of red and white. And then at the top of the box you have Imperial insignia, and then it wrote with Scout Trooper, and then underneath Star Wars. And if you look at the very top of the box, like the part that would be on top, you have the triangle piece, which would be to scale, and then it written again. And then it looks really nice on the box art. I think they couldn't really have done it much better. Then at the bottom you have the Lego logo as well as Star Wars. At the very bottom there's a bunch of writing, so it says 18 plus 75305, 471 pieces, which is pretty good, and it says building set. And then on the side of the box you can see the same helmet with like a different angle, and it says helmet collection, and at the top it says Lego Star Wars. So the price is £45 or $50, and it's not bad. 471 pieces means the price per piece slightly less than the 10p for pounds and slightly more for dollars, but price per piece I don't think really matters, and it's more like for the model, and I'd say it's a good value model for that price. So the back of the box you have a blue fade and a white fade, and it says Lego Star Wars at the top of the box. And then if you look at the side, this is something, I'm not sure why, but it says Trooper Explorador. I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce that, but it might be the official name of a Scout Trooper, but I'm not sure. Then at the bottom you have a couple images of a Scout Trooper on Endor, one on a speeder bike, well, both on a speeder bike, but at different angles. Might be the same scene, I'm not entirely sure. And then it has the height, which is 18 centimeters or 7 inches, which is pretty good. I'd say it's slightly shorter than the Darth Vader helmet, which I think is 27 meters or 8 inches. And so the set itself is pretty good. I like it quite a bit. It's tiled in some places and it's studs in others, and it looks really nice. I think I can see 3 stickers, and there'll be another one of the like weird semicircle, kind of like a C on the side of his helmet. That'll be mirrored on both sides. And then you have the 3 lines at the top of the helmet, and then one like the nose kind of area, I'd say. And it's a pretty good set. You've got the plaque, it says Scout Trooper, and then the stand. I do like the way the stand looks, so it kind of leads nicely into the helmet, draws your attention upwards. And the front of the helmet where there's grey, they've detailed it really well, and it's curved nicely. There is slight gapping, so you can see through, like if you look at the rim, which is I think is a tire rim, you can see a gap, but because if you look beside that they've put plates there, you don't see it, like it doesn't look ugly because they've kind of thought about that. And it seems to be a really well thought through model, because there doesn't seem to be any angles it looks bad from. And there's a lot of interesting pieces and like techniques used. And then so it's got all the details down, and it looks really nice. I can't see any obvious mistakes, so I think it'll be a really nice set. And I like the way they've kind of gone with studded and then unstudded. So like the top of it's more studded, but the front part's less, and I think that's quite nice because it draws your attention to the front part. So it is a really nice set. I would say it'll probably be one of the better ones. It's my favorite of the wave. I don't know what, like the Darth Vader helmet's more iconic, but I don't really like parts of it. But I'll talk about that more in that in-depth video. But so if you look at it compared to your normal Scout Trooper helmet, or Lego one anyway, it's less. So the difference between this one is it's more curved. So the eyepiece is curved and it's all nicely curved. But I kind of prefer this one because the details are more obvious. So if you look at like the front grey bit, they aren't done as well, and there's more black because they couldn't print it as small. And I don't think there's a grey part on this. I'm not entirely sure, like the side grey part. I'm not entirely sure about that, but it does look really nice compared to it. I think this one looks mildly better just because it's brick built and they can put more detail in. They can't curve it as well, but it's more detailed. An actual Scout Trooper helmet, this is for accuracy. You can see it is quite curved. The eyepiece is for me, they don't go low enough. They should go slightly lower and like a nicer angle, but it's still really nice. I think it's a hard mask to do because it's kind of curved. A lot of it's curved, but they kind of flatten parts out and curved other parts, and it ended up brilliantly. So this is the image that they kind of hold it. So this is one that they generally do playing with it. So this is the Imperial Shuttle. It's kind of the equivalent image. And I think this is also part of LEGO's advertising to show that this is meant for an older audience, because he's just kind of looking at it and said this one is playing with it. So it looks like a really nice set. You don't see any like new angles, and I'd see it doesn't have the insignia on the other side, which slightly surprised. I'm guessing that's accurate. I'm not sure if there's an easy way to tell, but it still looks really nice. The other image is it taken apart, and it looks pretty good. Like, I think LEGO's done what they quite often do, and they've mentioned this like in an interview, where that if it's like a mainly coloured model of like say white or black or any other colour, then they'll put like interesting colours like blues and reds and yellows where you wouldn't see them to make the building experience better. I think that's a nice thing they do with these sets. And it doesn't seem, there's like a bunch of technique, but it doesn't seem complicated. It looks fairly simple. And another difference between this and the normal one is all the pieces are sorted into the bowls. For this image, they're all just all over the place, and it's just kind of LEGO's difference. It is quite clever the way they just make everything seem more professional with those images than that. And this is it on display, and it looks quite nice. I don't know what underneath it looks like. That's my one query, unless for people displaying on a high shelf. But other than that, it is a brilliant set. But value, I'd say, is very good. It's a good value. It's a really good set. I do hope you have enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.